CompTIA A Core 2 Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 2.1 Summarize various security measures and their purposes. Physical access security. Whether it is employed staff, a customer, or a visitor, providing the means for them to enter or exit a controlled space can be accomplished using many different technologies. Let's see how we can manage these comings and goings in a secure and efficient way. First up, let's talk about keys. They might be old school, but keys are still a fundamental part of physical security. A key is a mechanical device that physically opens locks, granting access to doors, cabinets, and other secured areas. Despite their simplicity, keys are highly effective and widely used. However, their security is only as good as the control you have over them. Lose a key, and you might need to change the locks. But keys are reliable, easy to use, and don't require batteries or software updates, making them a go-to option in many scenarios. Moving into the modern age, we have key fobs. A key fob is a small electronic device that communicates with a reader to grant access to a secured area. Instead of inserting a physical key, a user simply taps or holds the fob near the reader, which then verifies the credential and unlocks the door if access is approved. These devices are commonly used for building entry systems, office environments, and even vehicle access, making them a convenient alternative to traditional keys. One of the biggest advantages of key fobs is manageability. If a fob is lost or stolen, it can be quickly deactivated within the access control system without needing to replace any physical locks. New fobs can also be issued and configured with specific permissions, allowing organizations to control exactly which areas a user can access. This makes key fobs not only convenient, but also a scalable and secure solution for modern access control systems. Then there are smart cards, which work similarly, embedding integrated circuits that can store and process data, making them more secure and versatile. Smart cards can not only grant access but also store information like digital certificates, making them useful for both physical and digital security. A newer variation of the smart card is the mobile digital key. A mobile digital key is a security credential stored on a mobile device that uses technologies such as NFC or Bluetooth to authenticate a user and grant access to secured systems or physical locations. Instead of carrying a separate badge or card, the phone itself becomes the credential. You may see this used in corporate buildings, hotels, or even for unlocking vehicles. One advantage of mobile digital keys is that access permissions can be managed remotely, updated quickly, or revoked if needed, making them both convenient and secure. Now, let's get into the cool stuff: biometrics. Biometrics use unique physical characteristics to verify identity, adding a layer of security that's tough to beat. There are several types to consider. One such type is a retina scanner. These scanners use the unique pattern of blood vessels in your eye to verify your identity. It's like having a personal, built-in barcode that's almost impossible to replicate. Fingerprint scanners are more common and use the unique ridges and patterns on your fingertips for identification. These are found everywhere from smartphones to high-security buildings. Palm print scanners take fingerprint scanners a step further by scanning the entire palm, capturing even more unique features than a fingerprint alone. This makes it an excellent option for environments where top-level security is needed. Facial recognition technology, often abbreviated as FRT, identifies a person by analyzing unique facial features such as the distance between the eyes, the shape of the jawline, and other distinct characteristics. This is commonly used in smartphones and security systems for quick, hands-free authentication. Voice recognition technology verifies identity based on the unique characteristics of a person's voice, such as tone, pitch, and speaking patterns. This is often used in call centers and virtual assistants to authenticate users without requiring physical interaction. All of these biometric systems are powerful because they rely on something that can't be easily lost or stolen. Next, let's discuss an often overlooked, yet still very important security measure: lighting. Good lighting is more than just a way to see where you're going, it's a physical security tool. Well-placed lighting can deter unauthorized access by making it harder for intruders to hide in shadows. Motion-activated lights, for example, can startle would-be intruders and alert security staff to unexpected movement. Finally, we have magnetometers, which is just a fancy name for metal detectors. Magnetometers detect the presence of metal by sensing the magnetic fields generated by metallic objects, making them ideal for security checkpoints where you need to ensure no unauthorized items, like weapons, are being brought into a controlled area. They're common in places like airports, government buildings, and even some large corporate offices. So, whether you're using a traditional key, a smart card, or a retina scanner, the goal is always the same: secure the premises and keep everyone safe. Each of these technologies has its place in the security landscape, offering different levels of protection and convenience. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.